Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Jazz Made It, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a text swipe reveal in Adobe After Effects. What we will be going over in this video is masking, how to parent layers, how to alpha matte shape layers, and time remapping. So let's get started. So once you have Adobe After Effects open, you want to click on New Composition. In today's comp, we're going to name it Wipe Me Down. Now, if you know this song, hit me up in the comments. It's one of my favorites, and it's pretty much what inspired this video. So, Wipe Me Down. Resolution is on full, frame rate is 2997, and the duration of this graphic will be 5 seconds. So, when you have that all set, press OK, and we're officially in our composition. Alright, so now we can get straight into creating our motion graphics. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is to create your text. We're going to name this text wipe. So if you're like me, your anchor point is never in the center for some reason. Alright, so my go-to on how to bring the anchor point into center is to go up here, click on my anchor point while holding the command tool if you have a Mac, and it just brings it right to center, so you never have to worry about it moving anywhere else. Now that we have that set, we want to create our cursor. Now the cursor is going to help us reveal and to remove the text from the screen. So the best way to do that is to go to our pen tool and make sure your stroke is on right here, and always make for sure your fill is off. Now, because it has a red line through the fill box, we don't have to worry about it, but if it's ever not like that, make sure you turn that off so you'll have the perfect line. So we're going to put the cursor right in front of our text. So we're going to create our line like this. Cool. Nice. So the next step that we're going to do is actually create our matte box. So this is going to hide the text when it moves from one side of the screen to the next. So I'm going to go over here to the rectangle tool. And we're gonna put our box right over the text wipe text. Now, as you can see, you are still able to see the text. Well, we want to turn this off. So, like I mentioned before, we're gonna turn off stroke and turn on fill. So now we don't see the text. And next, I'm going to click on the shape layer, press enter, and I'm just going to call this mask. Oh, let's name that one cursor before we get too far. And we are going to put the mask layer right above the text wipe. And now press P, because we want to align the mask layer behind the cursor. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. We want to get it right up behind it. Plus, in the meantime, let's make this cursor a bit longer. Once you have that lined up perfectly, the next thing you want to do is parent the mask to the cursor. So anywhere the cursor moves, the mask moves. They're in this together, so they're not going to move unless they're with each other. So we have that done, and our next step is to alpha matte the text to the mask layer. So anytime the cursor and mask are in front of the text, we will be able to see it. And to show you that is we're going to go back to position, going to keyframe it, going to bring it to about 2 seconds, and move the cursor to the right. So now that our text is revealed, because of course the mask box is on top of it. So anytime this box is on top of the text, again, is when the text will be revealed. And when you remove it from off top, it totally takes it off screen. Alright, so we have the basics down. Now this is where you're able to add a little flair to your text and a little attitude to it. So we're going to highlight our keyframes, and we're going to go click and go to Keyframe Assistant. You want to go to Easy Ease. So now when you see it, it's a bit smoother. It's not as rigid. It looks way cleaner now. But still, you may feel like it's still boring and you want to add a little bit more motion or flair to your reveal. And the best way to do that is still having your keyframes highlighted. You want to go to the graph editor. And here you're able to really manipulate the flow of the cursor. So you can do it this way, where the beginning is slow but it ends pretty fast. Or you can have a fast beginning and slow ending. Preferably, I like to move both points to the middle and to just end it pretty fast altogether. So you can manipulate it however you want to, but those are a few options that you can do. I'm gonna stick with this one. So now we have a pretty solid text swipe reveal. But if you're worried about how to take the motion graphic off of your screen, if you're gonna work within Premiere, another way, instead of using more keyframes, is to use the Time-Remapping tool. So a way to do that is to highlight all of your layers. We're gonna right click, and press Pre-Compose. Alright, I'm gonna label this as Wipe Me Down Final. And move all attributes to the new comp. Alright, so it's basically all of your layers are just now in one layer instead of 3. And so now you're gonna click on your layer, gonna go up to the layer tab and go down to Time and enable Time-Remapping. So what I like to do is I like to go pretty much in the middle of the motion graphic where it ends and begins. So I'm gonna go to 3 seconds and add a keyframe. And then I'm gonna move my cursor all the way to the end and make my time go to 0. I'm gonna move that back. So now when you play your graphic, it reveals and it goes back to the start. So now instead of either cross dissolving in Adobe Premiere, you don't have to worry about that. Now your text reveals and removes itself off screen all by itself. So that marks the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please let me know below in the comments section. I'm always open for requests or questions. I'm always open to answer them for you guys. So in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll be back. Take care.